Captain's Log, Stardate 7324.1. Captain Lucien Deschard, Commanding Officer of the Ragnarok E. Today marks my first official day aboard this newly christened vessel, a marvel of Garlean and Charlean engineering, reborn through Aeosian ingenuity. The Ragnarok E is not merely a ship, it is a symbol of what we have become as a starfaring people, united, inquisitive, and unafraid to peer into the dark with hope.
Captain on the bridge.
As you were. Helm, set course for Atheris, warp 10.
Aye, sir.
So far, the journey has been rather peaceful, although members of my crew are really starting to get on my nerves, especially this small child.
In different parts of the solar system, do we really need to do things like cosmic exploration, when we can essentially just go anywhere we want without the need to set up a base? Because this spaceship,
Sir,
it's more powerful than anything else we've ever built. And, the Laports, I don't really understand.
Shut up, Wesley. Red alert.
Battle stations.
Hello and welcome back to another video. Hopefully that intro wasn't too cringe, because obviously this is our Star Trek inspired outfit. Then obviously this is 25,200 of your white currency from Cosmic Exploration, also known as your Cosmo credits, and can be purchased from the vendor there, from the white currency vendor. It is a 4-piece set then that comprises of a chest, gloves, legs and feet. There is no helm associated with this, but it's quite some nice details like this little codex for the Cosmic Exploration in the back pocket there. The boots are quite nice. They've got kind of like metallic spurs almost on the back of them. They're quite nice boots. I really like these as a separate piece. So there is actually some longevity with some of these items. And I can imagine putting some nice glamours together with them. There's the legs then, what they look like on their own. They have this really fancy little buckle thing that glows. We've got some luminosity of this blue tag. Very nice stuff, obviously inspired by that sort of space, sort of Star Trek stuff. And then the actual main chest piece itself on its own there as well, looking pretty good. We've got that sort of zigzag of a pattern there for the zip, and we've also got this kind of metallic lapel. The underside of the gloves is a different color than the top side, and that differentiates the two different dye palettes associated with the gloves. And yeah, all in all, it is a very nice complete set. And if you've been wanting to try and recreate something from Star Trek, this is probably going to be the easiest thing possible to mimic that. When we look at some dyes then, I made sure to include all of the new dyes that were added in 7.21 as well. There are some absolutely beautiful dyes, including the new metallic dyes and some of the neon colors. I'm quite happy with how this actually dyes. The boots, obviously that bit could be a little bit more for the second dye palette. The underside of the gloves is the second palette on the gloves, and the chest piece, it's that sort of bit around the rib cage. As you can see, that's changing color as well. Nice subtle changes, but you've still got that nice big block color, which looks pretty good. I can imagine a lot of people will be making lots of different suits and outfits from sci-fi protagonists. There's some really good use out of this, and mixing and matching with some of the other science fiction pieces that we've had added to the game since Dawntrail's release, including some of the Solution 9 pieces and PvP gear. The late Allergan sets, for example, work quite nicely with some of the pieces from this. It's just generally a nice looking set. It is a shame that we didn't get some kind of hat, but at the same time, it's more usable by everybody if they don't include a hat. This does look pretty good on a range of different races. I didn't think it was necessarily important to showcase a race preview for this particular glamour, unlike with the previous one where we had differentiations of helmet. But yeah, honestly, 2 for 2. Both of the outfits from Cosmic Exploration are pretty good. Look at that metallic ruby red, looking awesome. And of course, the more shiny you make it with gunmetal black or any of the new metallic dyes, that chest piece is going to look like lycra or a shiny material like a satin to go with a lot of other things like leather chaps. and some other leather boots you might have. Yeah, just a nice little pan there. And if you're wondering how well the Cosmo outfit's helm suits with this, quite nicely actually. If you wanted to have a space suit with this, you could definitely go pick that up. And obviously, because of where the top ends, the Dawntrail skirt will work with this. Will it work with Dawntrails? Yes, it does. It means that we have a variety of cool options if we wanted to make mini skirts or sort of full-blown ruffled skirts and things. Little combinations, like I say, with some of the other items we've seen in Dawntrail. For NPCs, definitely looks a bit Captain Scarlet-y for me in some of those, and also got some sort of streetwear as well. So the use case scenario is pretty good. It is stored as a single item in the outfit system that was also added in this expansion, and much like the Cosmo suit, this is a 4-piece, but of course we're getting chest, legs, hands and feet. Anyway, hopefully that scratches the itch and answers any questions that you might want from that preview. We looked at all of the items separately, as well as looked at all of the new beautiful dyes. I had a lot of fun making this video today, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. More videos on the way from 7.21 onwards. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.